It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. We welcome you to Los Angeles. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi, folks. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
Well, it's a lot to ask a team to come back from down 2-0, but it's been done before, and I know they're not lacking in confidence, even in this tough situation, but it all starts with getting off to a good start in this one.
And when you're the team that holds the 2-0 edge in a 5-game series, you want to end the series right now.
Absolutely. Avoid any drama or doubt and finish the job.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway on the hill here today. Tony Gonsolin. How about a report on him, Chris?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
To the right side. Lux throws to first in time. 2 away here in the top of the first. And now it's Manny Machado. And Manny gets a piece. Chris, whether it's superstition or things guys do just to get themselves mentally focused, Manny Machado has a routine. He'll write the initials. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. To the warning track. Makes the catch. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And towing the slab, Darvish. What do you look for here?
Well, this is a guy that usually turns in a very good outing. People like playing behind him. Everyone seems to be loose, and the offense tends to get going. So, you look at an opposing lineup. When they see him out there in the mound, they know that he's going to compete. They don't want to let him settle in. They want to try to knock him out, get into that bullpen before he gets real comfortable.
Miguel Rojas stands in now and watches strike one. Darvish, who's played for the Rangers, Dodgers, Cubs, and Padres, but he's been an all-star in both leagues, Singy.
An all-star and a fan favorite, has really become an endeared player to the Padres fans there. They got a mural painted of him somewhere in the city.
Freddie Freeman, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Up the middle, lays out, he's got it, gathers and throws to first, and he beats it.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
Next pitch is downstairs. Chris, remember back in 2018 on August 9th at Toronto, Mookie Betts hit for the cycle, but it wasn't just a hit for the cycle. He needed a home run at his last at bat in the ninth and delivered. And the righty deals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, hitting for the cycle, one of the toughest things to do in most.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. Second inning set to go. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Juan Soto. Up the middle. Rojas with the throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Puts the squeeze on that one, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Martinez flashes the leather on the running. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Darvish, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a four-seamer, a slider, a sinker, and occasionally works in a splitter. Next pitch is outside. The 1-1 is fouled off.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try and tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Got him swinging.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and it hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 gone. Here's JD Martinez. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Both you and I know how much attention to detail that JD Martinez pays. Kind of makes me think of Albert Pujols, who has been called the machine at times during his career.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And it's a 3. Back here at the ballpark, on to the 3rd inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Trent Grisham. There's a strike for JD Martinez, his teammate when they won it all in 2018. Ian Kinsler called him the mad scientist. So maybe the machine and the mad scientist. Here's the 0-2. That's towards center. Outman gets under it. Makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. On the ground to the left. Whips it across, and a couple of quick outs. And now it's Austin Nola. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Gonsolin, 28 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2016. That one out to right. Betts settles underneath it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. 9. Back here in L.A. as we go to the last of the 3rd. Chris Taylor now pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Chris, Darvish debuted with the Rangers back in 2012. It's been a pretty successful big league career. He's been an all-star multiple times and a guy with all those pitches. He gives PitchCom a run for its money, I think you'd say. And down on strikes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. And now James Outman. High fly ball out into left center field. Soto grabs it on the run. Lux in the box now. No balls and a strike. Strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Just a weak fly ball this time. Makes a nice running catch. And welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Xander Bogaerts. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Chris, Xander Bogaerts has turned into one of the best hitting shortstops in all of baseball. He's made the All-Star team 4 times, 5 times. Oh, he can't squeeze it. But the throw to first gets him easily. And that's the first out. Now, Jake Cronenworth rolled out to second in his first at bat. That one missing inside.
Yeah, from the time that he got to the big leagues, just looked very polished, was able to settle in there with the Boston Red Sox with a very good lineup, not a whole lot of pressure, but he had some quality at bats even in the World Series in his rookie season. So no surprise at all that he's developed into the superstar that he is today.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Martinez makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Manny Machado up to the plate. Well, with the shift on, hits right into it. Rojas jumps, throws. He's in there.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Here's Juan Soto. And there's the strike. In the air, right field. They get the out on Soto, and that will end the inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready to go, bottom 4. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas.
You know, these Dodgers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
One of the things you may notice with Freddie Freeman, he always wears long sleeves. And you go back and remember his mom, Rosemary, she died of melanoma, skin cancer, back in 2000. And that's one of the ways that Freddie honors her every game. To the right side. Throw over to Cronenworth. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Betts batting for the 2nd time. And that's strike 1. 0-2 as he waves at that one. And the pitch. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Dodgers. Welcome back. And now the right fielder, Nelson Cruz. Gonsolin back to work. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. That one fouled off. 0-2 now. This to center field. Outman under it. And there's 1 down. Now it's Matt Carpenter. Flied out his first time. And a foul ball. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 2. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. He's 0 for 1. First offering and it just misses. Ground ball right side. Gets it to first. That ends the frame. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith, and a base hit. And next for LA, Trace Thompson. And a strike. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Next offering misses down and away. Called out on strikes. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a ball popped up. Dunks one into left. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Here's a 1-2. Got him swinging. Now 2 away.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Yeah, the right-hander deals. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Swings and misses, struck him out. And welcome back. All set for the top of the 6th. Stepping in for San Diego, Ha-Seong Kim. And that one hammered back there. That'll touch down off the base of the fence, and he's got a double.
He was all over that one. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And the 0-1. Fly ball to right. Betts makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. Dives and he can't hang on. 1 and 2nd. Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. Gonsolin over to first, and he's out, and they got him. That ends the inning. Well, we go bottom 6, and now it's Gavin Lux. Lifted in the air, out to left. Soto going after it. And a quick out, number 1. Miguel Rojas at the plate. And that's in there for strike 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Chris, when you watch Freddie Freeman hit, the ability to make contact and slug, he's kind of the ultimate player for the modern game. Nice grab on the run, and that is that. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 7th. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Yeah, his ability to drive the ball to left center field, that's when you always know Freddie Freeman is dialed in. When he's hitting hard line drives over the shortstop's head or short hopping the wall to left center, you better look out.
Here comes a pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Manny Machado now, 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Lifted in the air, right center field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Juan Soto now. Gotta be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Outman moving under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So they make back here in LA, and now it's Mookie Betts. And he takes a strike.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Strike 3, frozen with the front door slider.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Pitch misses, and that is ball one.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. Trace Thompson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Out towards right center field. Grisham settles under it. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now J.D. Martinez. Check swing, went around. 0-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Next offering is in for a strike. Smoked on the ground to second. Kim with the throw to first. And Martinez is out. Play made, that ends the inning. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 1-0. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Nelson Cruz. First offering misses the mark.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Action in the pen down there. Evan Phillips looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Low throw, and he can't take it out. Substitution being made at first, and here's the pinch runner, Adam Engel. No outs, runner at first. So here's the Padres DH, Matt Carpenter, and takes low for ball one.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or a run and hit.
Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Trent Grisham now at the plate. Engel on the move. And first offering is fouled off. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Hammered down the line, could be extra bases. Engel rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tony Gonsolin is done. New pitcher on now, Brusdar Graterol.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
And now, Ha-Seong Kim. That's in there. It's 0-1. Bounce to third. Diving, and he can't make the play. Grisham headed for the plate. He'll score. It's 2-1.
Clutch hitting right there to give him the lead this late in the ball game. Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line, and once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way.
One down, and here's the catcher, Austin Nola. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Kim, the runner at second with one away. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw on to Freeman, and there's two away.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. The 0-1. Up the middle, Rojas. Whips it to first. Bogart's retired. That ends the inning, and they limit the... Now into the ball game on defense, Adam Engel. He takes over in right. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Chris Taylor. That's in for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get...
Swing and a miss, struck him out. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boone. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Evan Phillips.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a foul straight back. Phillips, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a cutter, a 4-seamer, and he works in a sinker. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Cronenworth around second, headed for third. Lux with a relay throw, not in time. He's safe.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Came screaming off the bat. I'm sure exit velocity is off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Goes down looking. And now it's Juan Soto. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal, because if you pitch to the previous hitter with the power he has, he can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays off here.
They put the tag on him, tries to get back and save. Bounced up the middle. Lux. They take the force out, and that is that. 1 hit. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, Miguel Rojas. So Josh Hader gets the call to the mound. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. The tying run at the plate. Hard ground ball, base down. Well, maybe that will end up getting him going.
Yeah, he really simplified there. Kept his shoulders square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key for him to have success through the rest of this series.
Puts it away for the out. Here's Mookie now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-1. And now 1-2.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Wow! Ball game! Mookie Betts muscles one out the opposite way. And the Dodgers walk it off in Game 3.
In the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
(3-2) the final score. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.